Everyone is different. In the world of autism, people say if you've met one child with autism, you've met one child with autism. And that's the challenge of working with kids with autism. It's a challenge, and it's also the honor and the pleasure. Autism doesn't just affect a child, it affects all of us. Now we know that the prevalence of autism is 1 in 68. So really, every school in the United States, has a child with autism, just given the prevalence. And so this is no longer a low incidence disability that we can say, okay, you people in that department take care of that. It really is about making sure that every person, whether you work in an early childhood program, or you work in a restaurant, or you work in a public school, understands what autism is and what you can do to help people with autism participate more successfully in the community. Project Data, the Developmentally Appropriate Treatment for Autism, is a preschool program that we started in 1997. And this program started with funding from the U.S. Department of Education. But the great thing about this model is the fact that we wanted to develop a system for early intensive behavioral intervention for children with autism that could be delivered at school. The reason we wanted to deliver it at school is because public school is the one great entitlement that every child has access to. And we wanted to make sure that high quality intervention for children with autism was delivered at school by teachers within the system that already existed to support children with disabilities and their families. What the manual does is it provides all the information that a teacher or a school district would need to implement the program, including an assessment and a curriculum. And so the great thing is we've been doing training for Project Data for many years now, and we've put together this material and that material. We've sent out hundreds or thousands of copies of our assessment, and now we have everything in one package. So it really is much more accessible, and we're starting to do more trainings about that. But I think that now, because it is more accessible in a more packaged form, that hopefully that more school districts and states will be willing and able to adopt it. I also have the opportunity to work at the Experimental Education Unit, which is part of the Herring Center. I really say that I have the best job in the world because I get to work every day with amazing educators and families who are committed to creating an inclusive community and who work on making that community accessible to all and equitable for all every day. Being at the University of Washington, and especially in the College of Education, really is the best place ever to be doing the work that I do.